Ladies and gentlemen, imagine waking up just 7 days from now, looking in the mirror and not recognizing the person staring back at you. Not because your face has changed, but because your energy, your mindset, your entire vibration has transformed. In just 1 week, you can become so focused, so disciplined, and so peaceful that even your old self won't understand how you did it. This is not magic, it's mastery. And it begins the moment you decide to stop waiting for change and start becoming the change. My friends, imagine looking in the mirror 1 week from now and not recognizing the person staring back at you, not because you've changed your clothes or hairstyle, but because your energy, your confidence, and your mindset have transformed so deeply that even you can't believe who you've become. The truth is, transformation doesn't take years, it takes decisions, bold, consistent decisions, made every single day for just 1 week. If you truly want to become unrecognizable, the first thing you must change is your discipline. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. Most people wait for motivation to strike, but motivation is fleeting. Discipline, however, is permanent. When your alarm rings, don't hit snooze. When your mind says later, say now. Each time you act despite resistance, you train your spirit to rise above excuses. In 7 days, this alone can change the way you see yourself and the way the world sees you. Second, protect your energy like it's your most valuable currency, because it is. Stop entertaining negativity, gossip, or people who drain your peace. You cannot plant seeds of greatness in the soil of chaos. For 1 week, distance yourself from distractions. Turn off unnecessary noise. Fill your ears with wisdom, your mind with gratitude, and your heart with purpose. You will notice your inner peace rise, and that peace will give your presence a power that words cannot describe. Next, focus on your health. Your body is not just a machine, it's the temple that carries your soul. Feed it with food that fuels you, not what numbs you. Move your body, not to impress others, but to express gratitude for being alive. When your body feels strong, your mind becomes unstoppable. In 7 days of discipline and care, your eyes will shine differently, your walk will become firmer, and your aura will shift. Another step, speak to yourself with kindness. The words you say to yourself in silence shape your entire identity. Too many people have imprisoned themselves in self-doubt, constantly saying, I can't, I'm not good enough. For the next 7 days, replace every limiting thought with one that empowers you. Say, I can, I will, I must. Watch how your confidence begins to glow without you even trying. And finally, serve others. Nothing elevates the human spirit like kindness. When you help, heal, or simply smile at someone, you become a source of light in their darkness, and that light reflects back on you. The fastest way to grow is to give. In just 1 week of sincere service, your heart will expand beyond recognition. My friends, becoming unrecognizable isn't about changing your appearance, it's about upgrading your consciousness. It's about choosing growth over comfort, peace over drama, and purpose over pleasure. 1 week is enough to start this revolution within. Each day, take one powerful step toward your best self, and when you look back, you'll realize the person you used to be no longer exists. And when that realization dawns, that the person you once were is gone, you'll feel something shift deep within you. You'll begin to understand that life isn't about waiting for change, it's about creating it, moment by moment through conscious choices. You'll see that becoming unrecognizable isn't a miracle that happens overnight, it's a masterpiece that's built hour by hour through courage, consistency, and clarity. For the next 7 days, challenge yourself to do what you've always avoided. Step into discomfort, because discomfort is the birthplace of growth. You don't grow in comfort, you grow in challenge. Each time you face something that scares you and move through it, you chip away the old version of yourself. By the end of the week, that fear-driven identity begins to fade, and in its place, a stronger, calmer, and more focused version of you takes form. Wake up every morning with one question: who do I choose to be today? Because every sunrise brings with it a new chance to rewrite your story. Don't repeat the same patterns that drained your potential yesterday. Walk differently, think differently, act differently. Speak words that uplift instead of ones that complain. Spend time with thoughts that build you, not break you. When you start living consciously, even 1 week can become a turning point in your life. Revisit your habits. They are the invisible architects of your future. What you do daily becomes who you are permanently. For 1 week, be intentional with your mornings. Instead of grabbing your phone, grab your journal. Write your gratitude, your goals, and one powerful affirmation. Feed your mind before you feed your notifications. The calm and focus you gain will make you feel like an entirely new person. Then pay attention to your surroundings. The environment you live in reflects your state of mind. Clean your space, organize your room, and remove clutter, physically and mentally. A clear space creates a clear mind. Every time you walk into a clean, purposeful environment, you subconsciously tell yourself, I am in control, and in that control lies transformation. Your emotional energy needs training just like your muscles. When things don't go your way, don't react immediately. Pause, breathe, observe. That moment of pause is where your strength lies. Reacting is easy, but responding with calmness, that's mastery. For 1 week, practice responding instead of reacting. People will notice your peace, your patience, your composure. And that's when you become unrecognizable, not because you've changed your face, but because you've mastered your emotions. Spend time in silence. Silence isn't emptiness, it's alignment. It's in the quiet moments that clarity emerges. Disconnect from the noise of the world and reconnect with the voice within. Ask yourself what truly matters. What kind of person do you want to be remembered as? What values do you want to live by? When your inner world aligns with your outer actions, transformation becomes effortless. And yes, don't underestimate the power of small acts of courage. Say what you've been afraid to say. Do what you've been postponing. Speak up, show up, and take action even when it's uncomfortable. Courage doesn't mean you don't feel fear. It means you move forward despite it. 7 days of courageous actions can rewire your entire belief system about who you are and what you're capable of. Replace comparison with admiration. Stop measuring your life against others. Your journey is sacred. Your timing is perfect. Instead of envy, express gratitude. Instead of jealousy, learn from those who inspire you. Gratitude turns what you have into enough, and admiration turns others' success into your motivation. That shift in perspective alone can make your heart lighter and your confidence brighter. Finally, don't just focus on doing more, focus on being more. Be more present, be more aware, be more loving. When you operate from a place of mindfulness and gratitude, everything about you, your words, your energy, your presence, changes. People around you will notice something different, something powerful, something magnetic. But the real beauty is when you notice it. When you wake up one morning, look into the mirror, and realize that the person staring back at you has a fire in their eyes that wasn't there a week ago. That's the transformation, subtle yet profound. It's not about perfection, it's about progression. You'll walk differently because you'll feel differently. You'll speak differently because you'll think differently. And as you carry that new energy, life will respond in ways you never imagined. Because the moment you decide to evolve, the universe begins to align everything in your favor. This is how you become unrecognizable, not by changing the world around you, but by changing the world within you. 7 days of discipline, peace, courage, and self-awareness can set a fire in your spirit that burns for a lifetime. Each day you choose growth over comfort. Each moment you act with awareness instead of impulse. You sculpt a new identity, one so strong, so radiant, that the old you can no longer keep up. And as this new identity begins to take shape, you'll start to notice subtle miracles happening around you. The same situations that once frustrated you will no longer shake your peace. The same people who once doubted you will now look at you with quiet respect. And the same challenges that once scared you will now appear as opportunities. That's when you'll realize that transformation isn't about changing your circumstances. It's about changing your perception. When your perception changes, everything else follows. For the next 7 days, I want you to train your mind like an athlete trains for a championship. Don't just let thoughts drift aimlessly through your head. Guide them with purpose. When a negative thought enters, don't entertain it, replace it. If your mind says, I can't do this, respond immediately with, I am becoming stronger every day. When your inner dialogue shifts, your entire reality begins to shift. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you believe you deserve. So believe in your worth. Believe that you are capable of becoming unrecognizable in the best possible way. Start visualizing the person you wish to become. Close your eyes each morning and see yourself living with confidence, discipline, and peace. Visualization isn't daydreaming, it's mental preparation. When you see yourself succeeding before it happens, your mind begins to align your actions to make it real. The most successful people in the world didn't wait for change, they imagined it until it became inevitable. For 1 week, visualize with intention, and you'll see your habits, your energy, and even your body start to reflect that image. Throughout this journey, be gentle with yourself. Transformation is not about perfection, it's about direction. There will be moments when you slip back into old habits or lose motivation. That's okay. The goal isn't to be flawless, it's to be faithful. When you fall, rise with awareness. Every time you get back up, you reinforce strength in your spirit. Progress is built not on never failing, but on never quitting. Surround yourself with inspiration. Read something that challenges your mind. Listen to voices that lift your soul. Spend time in nature where silence speaks louder than noise. 1 week of consuming wisdom instead of gossip can change the entire vibration of your being. The energy you absorb becomes the energy you project. And when your energy changes, your entire life begins to rearrange itself in harmony. Each evening before you sleep, reflect on your day. Don't just scroll through your phone, scroll through your thoughts. Ask yourself, did I grow today? Did I act with purpose? Did I choose peace over reaction? These questions anchor your growth. Reflection is how you turn experience into wisdom. Without reflection, even the most powerful lessons fade into forgetfulness. For 7 days, commit to this nightly practice, and you'll begin to see your own evolution unfold before your eyes. Be mindful of your words. Words carry energy. They can either build or break. Speak only what you wish to experience. Instead of saying, I'm tired, say, I'm recharging. Instead of, I'm stuck, say, I'm learning. Your words shape your world. In just a week of intentional speech, you'll start noticing a lightness in your heart and a strength in your actions that feels almost magical. And remember, Your growth may make some people uncomfortable. Not everyone will understand the changes you're making. That's okay. You're not evolving to please others. You're evolving to fulfill your purpose. Let people misunderstand you. Clarity will come with time. Keep walking your path quietly, confidently, and consistently. In a world where most people settle, your commitment to change will be your greatest statement. Let this week be your personal revolution. Wake up earlier than usual, smile more often, forgive faster, and complain less. Make every action a declaration that you're no longer who you were. Each choice, no matter how small, is a brushstroke painting a new version of you. You may not see the full picture on day 1, but by day 7, you'll begin to see the outline of something extraordinary. A life led by intention, powered by purpose, and anchored in peace. You will begin to notice how the universe responds differently to you. New opportunities will appear, new people will enter your life, and your energy will draw the right experiences toward you. You'll walk into a room and people will sense a shift, a calm confidence that wasn't there before. That's the beauty of inner work. It silently speaks for you. By the end of this week, you won't need to prove your transformation. Your presence will prove it. You'll see it in your eyes, hear it in your voice, and feel it in your heart. The world may not know what changed, but you will. You will know that you rebuilt yourself one choice at a time until the old you faded away and the new you, stronger, wiser, and radiant, stood in your place. And as you stand in that new version of yourself, you'll feel a calm confidence rising within, a quiet assurance that you are finally becoming who you were always meant to be. The noise of doubt will still try to whisper, but it will no longer control you. You'll hear it, smile at it, and walk forward anyway. That's the sign that transformation has truly happened. Not when everything around you changes, but when nothing outside you has the power to disturb your peace anymore. In this stage of growth, you begin to realize that your environment was never the problem, it was your mindset. You could be in the same room, with the same people, facing the same challenges, and yet everything feels different because you are different. You've stopped reacting and started responding. You've stopped rushing and started understanding. That shift in awareness is the foundation of lasting change. You are no longer a passenger of life. You have taken hold of the steering wheel. During this week of transformation, pay close attention to your mornings and nights. The first hour of your day sets the tone for everything that follows. When you start your day with gratitude, movement, and silence, you give your mind the clarity it needs to make powerful choices. And the last hour of your day determines how deeply your spirit rests. Disconnect from distractions before you sleep. Reflect, breathe, and thank life for one more day of growth. Those quiet rituals might seem small, but they are sacred. They are how you anchor peace in your daily chaos. You'll also begin to see how powerful self-awareness truly is. Awareness is the root of all transformation. When you are aware, you stop blaming others for your pain. You start taking ownership of your reactions, your emotions, and your progress. You no longer wait for others to change. You become the change. For 1 week, observe yourself like a student of life. Notice your thoughts, your tone, your habits. Don't judge them, just observe. Awareness without judgment creates space for real improvement. You may find that as you grow, certain people or habits naturally fall away. Don't resist that. Every season of your life requires a different version of you, and not everyone is meant to walk every season with you. Some people will only understand the old version of you, and that's fine. Let them. Your duty is not to explain your transformation. Your duty is to embody it. The more you evolve, the less you'll need to prove. Throughout this process, nurture your inner peace. Protect it fiercely. Guard your mental space like a sacred garden. Don't let the weeds of comparison, gossip, or self-doubt take root again. When peace becomes your priority, you'll notice how naturally success follows. A calm mind makes the right decisions. A peaceful heart attracts the right people. A stable soul builds an unshakable life. During this week, make a conscious effort to connect with nature, to breathe deeply, and to slow down. In the rush of the world, stillness becomes your superpower. Take a walk, feel the wind on your face, listen to the sound of the leaves, and remind yourself you are alive, you are capable, and you are becoming. In those moments of stillness, you'll sense something beautiful. You are no longer chasing transformation, you are transformation. Start practicing intentional kindness. Be kind to strangers, to loved ones, and most importantly, to yourself. A gentle word, a patient response, or a small act of service can shift the energy of an entire day. For you and for someone else. When you act with compassion, you raise your vibration, and that light begins to radiate from you effortlessly. People will feel your presence before you even speak, because kindness has a silent strength that needs no introduction. You'll also start to notice that your goals no longer come from a place of insecurity, but from inspiration. You'll no longer chase validation, you'll create value. You'll stop striving to be seen and start striving to serve. And that shift will make you unstoppable, because purpose gives strength that motivation never can. There will come a moment during this week when you look around and realize you're no longer trying to impress anyone. You're just trying to improve yourself. That moment is freedom. That's when transformation becomes your natural state. You'll walk with humility, speak with wisdom, and live with intention. The old you, the one who doubted, hesitated, and overthought, will slowly disappear. By the seventh day, the world might not notice what has changed, but your soul will. You'll wake up feeling aligned. You'll move with clarity. You'll love more deeply, listen more patiently, and live more purposefully. You'll realize that in just 7 days of awareness, discipline, and courage, you didn't just become unrecognizable, you became undeniable.